Hi, I'm Mike London. I'm visiting with artists and arts leaders here in the Miami Valley. And today I'm speaking with Montgomery County Commissioner Carolyn Rice. Carolyn, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, this is great. Culture Works supports so many different organizations and artists in the county, and so does Montgomery County. Montgomery County's really, over the years, become an incredible arts leader, and you're our commissioner. You're one of our arts leaders now. So I'm curious. These are simple questions, but I'm curious. What's your connection? I mean, what do you remember? What was your first connection to the arts? I mean, do you remember?
Well, I can remember my grandparents taking me downtown to events
Yeah.
uh, and Victoria Theater and places like that were very, very special. We had to get very dressed up and wear our best Sunday clothes and get introduced to theater and music and those kind of things, and going on school trips, field trips down to hear the
Sure.
symphony or whatever. And I just remember it was very, very special. I attempted to play the clarinet in elementary school, but was not
Really?
so good.
Listen to you. I attempted. You played the clarinet.
And I actually still have that clarinet.
Do you
Uh,
really?
yes, we're going to donate it. It was passed down from my aunt.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
so I am not musically gifted, quite honestly. Um, but I think that gives me even deeper appreciation for those who have such a gift. And
Yeah.
I just think that the arts, I think that all the different forms, music, dance. I took ballet when I was a little girl.
Yeah?
Yes, yes. Um, I just think all of the arts, music, dance. I took art classes. I remember taking my daughter to Dayton Art Institute for classes on
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah.
Yeah, and so I just think that the arts speak to people's souls, and that experiencing the arts truly broadens your horizons,
Mhm.
and it makes for such a richer tapestry in our community. I think we're blessed to have the amount of arts that we offer here in Montgomery County and in Dayton, for the size of a region that we are, a city that we are.
Yeah.
And it's very important to me that we protect that and hopefully grow it, even because I think the arts
Mhm.
really speak to people in ways to tell stories and get messages across that no other um, medium really does.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. And right now, it's a difficult time for the arts organizations, just like everybody else.
Well, I think a lot of people are hurting that they can't go and um, get that experience. I am, excited to see when artists make themselves available through Zoom
Yeah.
or, live concerts and things like that. It's not the same as being in the same room and feeling the energy, but I think everyone's just doing the best they can to make the most of this time. But we hope we can go back. So our Culture Works, um, you know, uh, initiative or campaign is
Mhm.
as important as ever.
Yeah, it really is right now. It really is.
Absolutely.
As you well know, we canceled so many activities, just like everybody else did. And so just doing this series of interviews, letting people get to know the artists and arts leaders, and who they are and what their perspectives are. When you think about the arts, because I've seen you out at activities, we've been to some of the same things. Well, what is some of your favorites? And I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but too much. But like, what gets you excited now?
Uh, well, I honestly like variety. I
Yeah,
have to admit, I've only been to a few operas in my whole lifetime.
yeah,
Those are some special memories because I shared them with my mother and my aunt, and my mother is no longer with us.
yeah,
And so it's the experience. So I really like a little bit of everything. There's not one favorite. And like I said, I am not gifted artistically in that way. Um, but I have a true appreciation for, I think we're blessed to have such a spectrum, from everything from photography and, people making bowls out of pottery and to, big symphonies and dance and,
Yeah.
seeing DC or something like that. I do not know how they make their bodies do those things. And it just, I don't have a favorite. I really don't. I like variety. And I just think we're blessed. I even have gone to some spoken word down at the PNC Arts Annex, and that's not something
Yes.
I normally do, but it's a totally different experience. And I just think it's just wonderful that we have so much to choose from and that there's something for everyone. If
Yeah.
one thing is your, particular favorite, more than likely you can find it around here, at least if you look hard enough.
I think that's so true. That one of the other things that in the course of this month, I have been hearing from people about how much they've valued what we offer to young people through the Muse Machine and through other activities, and that has touched the hearts of so many.
Well, our Rotary Club always goes to the Muse Machine, like the opening night. And we've also been to Wright State to hear the
Mhm.
students there. And I got to tell you, both at the high school level and at the college level, I'd be hard pressed to not know that they're professionals.
Mhm.
They're that talented, and it is quite exciting to see our youth. I was once in high school in one production in the theater in the round with a very minor role. So I do have that experience of being up there on that stage and what that means. And so I think it's really wonderful because students have just like us as people, have such a wide variety of things that'll speak to them. And so it's very important that those programs continue. And we
Yeah.
can really, that helps them tell their stories, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
And
it
friends,
really
yeah,
does.
I just, there's something about the arts can get a point across that a book sometimes has difficulty
Mhm.
because you
Yeah.
feel it gets in your bones.
Yeah, it's so true. It's those times I think also when we see ourselves reflected, and that's what the diversity. When you have the kind of diversity that we have, that means there's so many more of us get to see ourselves reflected in the creativity that surrounds us, and then tell those stories, which means telling our stories.
Right. And when it's possible to bring people in who maybe can't afford, children, and to get that experience is so important for them to get that understanding of the bigger world than what they might naturally be exposed to. So we have to work harder on that as well.
Yeah.
I know that there's programs to bring like Muse Machine and different things into the schools
Yeah.
so that the school doesn't have to come to them and they can have the art experience, and that's really important, really, really important.
Yeah. So right now, I mean, we're recording this during, during this challenging time with the COVID pandemic, but we know this isn't forever.
No.
Um, and 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 what I guess one of the things is I'd like to know what is it you want to say, not only to the county employees in terms of participating in Culture Works, but to folks in general in the community about what does it mean to be a sponsor to work with Culture Works.
Well, I must admit, I always am a passport member. And so it is a wonderful advantage that, I think it's at the $85 or more
Yeah.
level.
Yes.
But you get 2 tickets for the price of 1 to many of those events. So if you're a bargain hunter for just a fabulous evening, that makes it very worthwhile. But on a more serious note, I think that, as I've said, arts enrich our lives so much.
Yeah.
And it's a huge economic impact. I can't rattle off the statistics, but all of those productions, people, it brings activity to our region. People are employed doing these things. And then they go out to dinner or before. Now, right now, they're not doing that, but it'll come back, we hope.
Sure.
And so the arts have an impact on our economy, and that's important. But beyond the economic impact is like the impact it has on our souls. That this is really important. We don't want to lose that. I think it brings out the better part of us. It speaks to us. I know I sound like a broken record, but
No, it's not at
it's
all.
just something you can't even. It's not even tangible. It speaks to bringing out the best part of us.
Mhm.
To see people who have such talent to take an instrument and combine, or voices, people who just sing, and make such a wonderful thing that just you can feel it, is just amazing. And we can't lose that. We
Right.
can't take it for granted. And we want, at county employees, we try to make these available to them. We encourage them to support it at whatever level they can. And I know this is going to be a tough year, but if you
Yeah.
could just find a few dollars, it all adds up if we all do something. But we're all better for it in the end. And I would hate for us to lose what we already have. I'd like to see us build more.
Yeah. Yeah, we really do have something special. For anybody out there who's listening, or to watching this video, if you want to know more about CultureWorks, go to the website cultureworks.org. You'll find out about all of the organizations that are supported and are participating in CultureWorks. You'll find out how to become a member and how to become a supporter. Cultureworks.org is the website. Carolyn, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Thank
We'll see you
Give the
again.
culture works. It's best for all of us.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a great day.
Uh-huh.